And welcome in, everybody. DJ Yoakley with the head ball coach of the Canfield Cardinals, Mr. Mike Pavlansky. A big week one, Coach. First off, congratulations on the win. Thanks for being here once again. Week 2 of Coach's Corner, Canfield style. Looking back at the tape, first off, I guess the question is, how quickly do you look back at a tape on a game that you won?
Yeah, first off, thanks so much. Obviously, tremendous win by our guys. And everybody works, through the whole wintertime, springtime, summertime for game one.
Yeah.
And to come out with a win against a really good West Branch team, we're ecstatic. Appreciate you having us again here at Coca's. Steve Coca and his family are absolutely tremendous supporters of everything Canfield, not just athletics. And, how fast do we get to the tape? Saturday morning at 7, our coaches are in looking at the tape.
Wow.
Kids come in at 8:30, and, we watched a half of the ball game last week because it was a long game. And, we got some corrections to make. There's no doubt.
So when that was the tale of two halves. It was a tightly contested game. And then the second half, you guys just pulled away. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think just our kids' toughness and mental toughness more than anything else. West Branch got it to 24-19 and, looked like, hey, they get a 3 and out. We're going to be in real trouble. Yeah. And offensively, we were able to march down the field, score again, and force a punt. Or maybe it was a 4 and out, and went down, scored again, and kind of expanded the lead. But, I think our seniors, even though a lot of them have not played a lot of varsity football, they certainly paid attention to the kids before them. And when the game gets close, our guys buckled down and, are really a mentally tough group.
That's incredible. One of the things you said last week that really stuck with me, and I started incorporating it into my own kind of lingo, was we're not going to apologize for winning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Is football the end-all, be-all? No, not at all. There's a lot more things in our kids' lives, right now. Being a great student, being a great member of the community, being a great member of their own family, and great friends. When they leave us, going on and doing whatever they want to do, just go get a job and be a productive member of society, go to college and get a degree, whatever they want to do, we're here to help them. But when you put so much time in, like everybody does, it's not just us, it's everybody that puts the time in, for the game of football, it is to win on a Friday night. It's to teach life lessons, yes. It's to do the things the right way, no doubt. But to win on a Friday night, that's the ultimate goal. For those 3 hours, there's nothing more important going on in their lives.
I love it. I'm ready to go. Yeah. Give me a helmet. I'm ready to run through that wall over there. Even though it's glass, I still look cool doing it. You look at that West Branch game, you saw moments there that, it was bend or break, and you guys just bulldoze through those moments. Yeah. It was incredible to watch these young men take those moments that, during every game, there are those moments that you make or break a game, and there were so many of them that you guys stood tall, buckled your chin straps up a little bit tighter, and went forward. Is it the experience? Is it maybe even the inexperience that they had, that it was, almost too confident for that moment to know what they were going through?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what it is, DJ, but, again, credit our kids. It wasn't perfect. Sure. There's no doubt about that. But our guys in key moments rose up to the challenge, and most importantly, fought for 48 minutes. I'll give you a great example. The last play, we were on defense. West Branch got the ball inside our 1-yard line. It's 4th down. The clock was out, but we knew there was 40 seconds. So it was basically the last play of the game, and our defense wasn't going to let them score. And Mike Malkovich come off the edge and batted the pass down, and we played the last play of the game like we played the first play of the game. That's something we can build on.
That's incredible. When you think about who stood out to you on tape, offense, defense, special teams, shout out some of your guys.
Yeah,
who really had a great week.
Obviously, I think up front you got to really look at Santino Coca, led our offensive line, Vince Luce, 3-year starters, did a tremendous job with the young guys around them. We started 3 guys up front that had never started a varsity game before, and Santino and Vince took care of them. Danny Inglis had himself a tremendous ball game, and he took care of the skill guys. I think Paul Bendis had a tremendous game in his first start as a varsity quarterback. He's got varsity experience because he's played DB for us before, but never at quarterback, and I thought he played really well. And Anthony Mazzella, these guys you're going to talk to tonight, Anthony, was our leading tackler defensively. Caught a touchdown pass, leading receiver. Those guys that we expected to play well did, and they brought the younger guys with them.
Incredible. And now you turn the page, a big week 1 victory, 1-0 by the way, as we head to Mansfield.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mansfield, you said about an hour outside of Columbus. When you look at this team, the Tigers, what do you think about?
Cheney, last year's Cheney team.
Okay.
They are big, fast, and physical.
Yeah.
When I say fast, it's fast. It's Hewlett fast. It's those guys. Okay. Unbelievable team. The last 2 years, I believe their record's 19-6. Last year got beat in the regional semifinals by Holy Name, who we met up with in the state semifinals, 17-16. Probably should have won the game and gave it away in the fourth quarter with a couple mistakes. Traveling down there is going to be a great experience for our guys, but we're going to have to get off the bus ready to go because Mansfield's 0-1, and they got Massillon next week. So they're looking at us as probably their only chance maybe to win in the first 3 weeks.
So when you look at what needs to be done improvement-wise from week 1 to play this Mansfield team in week 2, what things stand out to you?
Well, I think just technique and assignments.
Yeah.
It's certainly not effort. We gave tremendous effort for 48 minutes. Technique and assignment have to improve this week. And, obviously after week 1, everybody's banged up. Unfortunately, we lost Vince Luce for about 6 weeks with a broken foot. And he had surgery on Tuesday. And so, the guys who are going to replace him, and I say guys, it's probably not going to be one. It's going to be a rotation in and out. Those guys have to step up and play well for their teammates.
I mean, we talked about depth last week, and it's not something that you can afford to lose.
No.
I mean, when you talk about guys stepping up, I mean, what are the expectations for those guys?
Well, again, the expectation for those guys is to play as hard as they can play for their teammates.
Gotcha.
And it's not going to be perfect, but if they're out there battling, it's going to give their teammates a chance to be successful.
X's and O's for the Tigers, what are we looking at?
Spread team, tremendously fast. Spread, want to throw the ball. Quarterback's a 2-year starter, left-hander, and throws the ball real well. Tailback, 2-year starter, tremendous speed. Last week, I think the only touchdown they had was a 63-yard bubble pass to him. He outran everybody in St. V's secondary. And St. V's got some speed.
Good. Yeah.
So defensively, they want to load the box up on you. We're going to see a lot of man coverage, we believe, and they're going to put 8 people in the box and force us to throw the football possibly to win the game. And hopefully sometimes we can just run the football and find a crease.
Let's turn the attention to these two guys that are going to join us here tonight. Can you speak to the character of Paul and Anthony?
Tremendous. They're what Canfield football is all about. They're tremendous young people. They're tremendous in the classroom. They're tremendous in the school. And this year, stepping into the senior leadership role, DJ, they've done a great job of leading the young people below them. As
we hear the thunder in the background, I asked you before we got on the air, like, what do you do in a situation like this where it's pouring down rain? You said somebody told you 2 inches an hour is the expectation. Like, you can't just put the world on hold and your program on hold because it's raining a little bit. What do you guys do in a situation like this?
We adjusted today. Sometimes we've been able to go somewhere else and practice. That just couldn't happen today. But I thought our guys did a tremendous job of adjusting to what we asked them to do. After our team meeting, our varsity lifted today. They usually lift on Mondays and Wednesdays. Got that done, and then we went into our wrestling room, and I just basically had a mental walkthrough in there for about an hour and 15 minutes. They prepare for Mansfield on Friday night, and obviously now the Thursday practice is always important. It's vitally important tomorrow because we didn't get on the field today.
So when you're doing that, you're in different places. Is it hard to keep attention because there's distractions in other places?
Yeah, sometimes there's no doubt about that. And but our guys today, they were focused. We didn't have one problem. In that wrestling room, we also watched some film on Mansfield, but didn't have any problem with the attention of our kids, and that's a positive.
I love it. All right, now it's time to take you off the field, Coach, as we wrap up the interview this week in week 2. Fears. Everybody talks about their fears. Mike Tomlin, notorious. We don't live in our fears. What are you afraid of?
Somebody date my daughters?
Fair enough.
No. Snakes.
Snakes.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Indiana Jones style.
Indiana Jones, yeah, absolutely. Snakes. Get the snakes out.
So if you encounter one out in the yard, you're just relaxing, doing yard work, whatever it may be. What goes through your mind, and how do you react?
How fast can I get away?
You're running the other way?
Absolutely. I'm going gonna back away slowly.
So who takes care of the snake?
The grass.
The grass. You just let it go.
Go.
The girls don't come out and help out?
No.
They're not touching it?
No.
Snakes. Anything else?
That's snakes. Yeah.
I love it. Coach, thank you so much. We'll make sure there's no snakes in the grass this week.
Appreciate it, DJ. Thank
appreciate you. Back right after this with more on the YSN Canfield Cardinal Show.